Right, lately there's been, since towards the end of last year, we saw an increase in the amount of fuel containers being found in Gibraltar. Now, what we got was an increase in information and evidence that Gibraltar was being used, our coastline, to be able to refuel the large vessels out at sea, which are involved in drug trafficking across the straits.
So why are we seeing more of these crimes recently?
There's a number of factors. Remember that we are in the gateway to Europe. We are in the centre of the straits. We've got Morocco one side, Spain on the other, and those are the main markets, really. Now, Gibraltar's not being used for the drugs to be brought into, but we're being used like a logistical point. Towards last year, we saw Spanish law enforcement agencies hitting hard and clamping on organised crime groups just across the border in La Línea. This, what we believe, has caused a shift in trend and the operations being transferred to Gibraltar.
And not only do these offences have potentially lethal consequences in that they're linked to drug trafficking, they can also be dangerous locally.
Absolutely. First of all, we've got the drug trafficking, which is something which we don't want in Gibraltar. It's something we need to stamp on. We don't want Gibraltar being a nest to any criminal activities, more alone drug trafficking. And it's something we need to stop. But of course, there's also the health and safety aspects. This type of goods, fuel, is being transported in vehicles. It's been stored in garages or storerooms. And it's a risk to the community at large. Highly flammable, highly hazardous material, which will definitely, it's just a matter of time for an accident to happen.
And do you have stats on this type of offence?
I can say that towards the end of last year and up to now, 11 persons have been arrested connected to the movement and handling of these fuel containers. We've also had 8 vehicles being seized, which are being used in the transportation. We've got over 215 containers of fuel being seized, and these containers, we're talking about 25 litres. There's also an instance where we did seize an industrial purposely built container for storing 1,000 litres of fuel. And all in all, I would say we've got over 5,000 litres of fuel being kept with us.
And what happens to that fuel? That
would be disposed through the appropriate channels, and of course it's a hazard for us as well to keep, so we make sure things are done through the proper service providers.